Hey my beautiful bitches, it's me Fiona St. James and welcome to another episode of Fiona's Coffee Talks. And as always, I like to start off every morning with a fresh, hot, black cup of coffee. Hold the cream! I'd love to. So, new setup today because today's topic is how to make 90-second keto bread, which is an amazing alternative to regular bread. So if you are doing ketogenics or doing what I do, which is a shepherd's code, we're technically not supposed to eat white flour. So the alternative to that is 90-second keto bread, which utilizes almond flour. So it's really simple to make. The ingredients you need are 1 egg, almond flour, which is 3 tablespoons, either ghee butter or coconut oil or regular butter. I like using ghee butter. Baking powder, not baking soda that comes in the box, but the actual baking powder. Himalayan sea salt and psyllium husk if you want. I like it because a girl can never have too much fiber. So we're going to go through the makings of it. So the first thing I like to do is crack the egg open and put it in this cute little cup that I have. There, we'll put that there. Now, you could actually just throw everything in and then mix it up, but what I like to do is I like to actually break the egg up first. I'm all OCD, so I like doing things in a certain order. And then the next thing I like to do is add the actual almond flour. And the almond flour I just got on Amazon, because who doesn't buy everything on Amazon? So 3 tablespoons of almond flour. Be careful when you do it. I tend to be heavy-handed. I know, hard to believe. You don't want to do it too heaping, but you don't want it too flat either. So kind of like that, which is sort of somewhere in between. So that's 1, 2, and 3rd time is the charm, they always say, huh? And 3. Okay, so there's my almond flour. Then, in terms of the baking powder, I sort of just eyeball it, but you really just want a little pinch. So I usually just fill the tip of a teaspoon and just throw it in like that. The Himalayan sea salt, it's basically just a splash, or a dash, I should say. And, I do maybe 1 or 2 little turns, just like that. The psyllium husk is the one thing that if you don't have, it's not that big a deal, but I like having it. And then again, I just kind of eyeball it. There's no real rhyme or reason to it. In terms of the amount you put, you don't want to put a huge amount because it's not that big of a bread. So again, I do the same concept with the baking powder where I just kind of put a little, pretty much fill the tip. So that's the psyllium husk. And then last but not least, I like using ghee butter, but you could use regular butter. You could use coconut oil. So I just take the little, and the more butter you put, honey, the more butterylicious it becomes. So I just sort of put that amount. I'm gonna do it like this. Great, so now you have all of your ingredients in there. So now you just gotta mix it all up. They call it 90-second keto bread because you just literally are putting it in the microwave for 90 seconds. The preparing of the ingredients takes a few minutes, but not terrible. All right, so once you have that fully mixed up, 1 more second, guys. It's funny, ever since I've never been that big on cooking, but ever since I started eating this way of the shepherd's code, I find that I cook a lot more. And my sister actually taught me this thing because, I've never been a big bread person anyway, but sometimes you want a slice of bread. So this is a nice, healthy alternative to not actually eating bread per se. I mean, it is bread, but you're not doing the flour that we shouldn't do. And then it ends up, let's see, ends up looking like that. So when I actually put this in the microwave, I put it in this cup, and I like this cup because it's like the perfect size. You know, you could put it in any cup really, but this is perfect because then it ends up being like a cute little biscuit. So now what I do is you open up your microwave, and it's literally 90 seconds. So time, 1 minute and 30 seconds, and start. Okay, so now we have to wait 90 seconds. Now here's the other thing you could do. I know that some people are not fans of microwaves. I have a couple of friends who are like, oh no, you know, microwaves are not good, so let me not stand in front of it, because like the radioactive waves or whatever the hell they say, like, you know, the technology could like not be so great for you. So having said that, my sister also told me that if you don't have a microwave, or if you're opposed to them, you do the same exact thing that I did, and then you could cook it on your stove. And how you would do that is put it in a skillet with the cover, have it on like a medium flame, not too high, sort of some like between low and medium, but a little closer to the lower end of the medium. She timed it the other day because I knew I wanted to do this video, and it took about 7-8 minutes. So, but honey, I'm lucky I got 90 seconds to spare, let alone 7-8 minutes. So that's kind of the reality there. But that's an alternative. So if you don't have a microwave, you can do it that way. And like I said, I've never been a big bread person anyway, but sometimes like if I'm eating a burger, something like that, or like a cute little sandwich, you want to have that bread. And because it's almond flour, it's allowed with our diet, and it is so good. It's tasty. The reason why you don't want to overdo the heaping spoon of the flour, a couple of times I've done that, like if I'm sort of in a rush, and then what ends up happening is then it could become a little drier. But then the way you remedy that, girl, is by just adding more ghee butter. Hold on a sec. I'm going to go out of frame for 1 second because I just remembered that I needed this little plate. So now, ta-da! So look at that. Now it's piping hot, but what I'm going to do is take that out, and see, it's a cute little biscuit. And then, of course, you can never have too much butter. So what I like to do, this is going to be piping hot, but what I like to do is cut it down the middle as such. Hold on, I need another fork. I'm stepping off camera again. Don't be afraid, guys. I'm here. There, okay. Because otherwise I will burn the hell out of my hands. So I'm going to cut that baby in half. And she is cooked through and through. Sometimes, like, if I do get a little heavy-handed with the amount of flour, I might leave it like an extra 5 seconds. So then I end up doing like a minute and 35 seconds. And then what I'm going to do is take a little more ghee butter, because you know a girl can never have too much ghee butter. Ooh, Put that there. It is piping hot initially, and this is gonna be my breakfast. Girl, that's a lot of butter. That's just gonna go right to my hips, but hips don't lie, right? So spread that out, and then my sandwich this morning is I'm going to put provolone cheese, one of my favorite cheeses. I think I was a mouse in a former life because I love me some cheese. I'm not lactose intolerant, so I can eat it. Let me see, do I want 2 slices or 3? You know what, there's 4 in here and I'm hungry, so I'm gonna do all 4 of them. So you could put, you know, make it whatever you want. You could do a breakfast sandwich, although like if you're gonna follow how many eggs they say you should have, just keep in mind that like you put an egg in there. So if you are gonna do like a breakfast sandwich and make like eggs with like any kind of meat, I'm gonna put turkey breast and then do like that kind of sandwich. Just keep in mind how much you think you wanna eat. I'm not gonna overdo the turkey, but like I said, honey, I'm a little hungry. Voila. Voila. Oh, Lord, it's still a little hot. Look at that. So all of that took what, like maybe 5 minutes? I mean, it's 90 seconds, my ass, bitch. It becomes a lot longer than that. So now here's going to be the taste test. I mean, and I know it's good because I've had it before. So look at that cute little biscuit sandwich. It's almost like going to McDonald's and getting like an Egg McMuffin, except this is healthy. It's not that garbage they feed you. So let's go. Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I just got a taste of the ghee butter. That's really good. Not too dry. I mean, because I didn't overdo the, whatchamacallit, the almond flour. The minute and 30 seconds was perfect. That's why they call it 90-second keto bread. So, I'm really hungry. I'm going to do one more little bite. Butter on my fingers. Oh my Lord. That's really good. And again, I don't do bread, but now I can say that I could. So like whenever I make burgers, if I want to actually put it in between, like instead of a burger bun, I make that. So honey, if you got 5 minutes to spare, you'll spend 3.5 minutes putting all those ingredients together, 90 minutes microwaving it, or 7 minutes if you're doing it on the stove. And it's healthy. It's almond flour. It's allowed in our diet. So, all right, guys. Sorry, I'm still chewing. I'm a mess. Actually, I need more coffee because it's like, Lord, like 11 in the morning. And here I am shooting a video in my cute little Supergirl apron. Who knew, right? All right, guys. Thank you so much for always tuning in and indulging me. And don't forget, hit the subscribe button, hit the notifications. Oh God, leave the comments. And for all you Shepherd's Code and ketogenic folk, if you knew about this, great. I hope you guys are enjoying it. If you don't, I hope you learned something new. All right, guys. Thanks again for being here with me in my kitchen. See, I'm switching things up. I mean, we started in the kitchen over there, then we've been in the living room, but I'm like, okay, we need to come to this part. You know, you'll eventually see my entire apartment. Maybe I'll do a video where I give like a tour of like Sunnyside Apartments, pre-war walk up, 4th floor. Oh, don't ask. All right, guys. Thanks again. Love you. Bye.